Greenable Woodbridge. I am your host, Carolyn Ehrlich, and we are here on beautiful New Brunswick Avenue doing a buy local show in Fords to see and visit some of our green businesses. Today we have with us Jane McLaughlin, the Artistic Director of European School of Dance. And the reason why we are here in Fords is because of the wonderful life that you have brought to downtown Fords. But before we go into talking about that, your business is so unique. And what you have done with your school, I just think is just out of this world. And you know, I'm always talking about buy local, buy local. And I've made up a nickname for what you do. It's buy local, dance, and give back local, because that is kind of what your educational model is. So can you just talk about that a little bit?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, we are a little bit different in that we are not probably the only dancing school in the area that is not a competition dance studio. And that competition studios are great. They're just maybe not affordable for other people, and it requires a lot of family commitment. What I do with my students here is maybe they only come for 1 hour. We're working on teaching them their technique for that entire hour rather than practicing something that we're going to take to a competition. That's why our kids get so good in such a short amount of time. But we're also able to do what I love to do, and that is, it's my studio, it's my one chance, and that is to get involved with the community. So we've been doing the Ghost Walk now, it'll be 9 seasons. Wow. And some of the kids have really grown up doing the Ghost Walk. They've grown up from being little baby ghosts to having monologues and being really talented actors.
Right.
This is the second year we'll be doing the play, an original play that I wrote, all about the town of Woodbridge. It's narrated by our mayor, and that's on Small Business Saturday. So we're getting involved with the holiday stroll. And we've also recently united with the Woodbridge Chamber, and the kids will be doing a fashion show next month at the Lord & Taylor. So we just love to do those kind of things.
That is great. It's just constantly about giving back. And I'm sure the children enjoy that a lot more, and their parents probably enjoy it because they don't have the pressure of competition.
They do, and the kids also get their community service hours, and they get to see how different businesses work as well.
Yeah. Well, if we could give you community service hours, you would knock them all dead. Because one of the things that the mayor wanted to do was to get a Fords business group going. You know, we have one in Colonia, we have one in Woodbridge, but downtown Fords has never had a leader to get it energized. And he reached out to you and he said, do you think you could do something? So since then, kind of tell us what's happened down here.
Actually, it is a pretty funny story, because you had said to me, Jane, I'd like you to do this because nobody says no to you, Jane. And the truth is, Carolyn, I can't say no to you. So that's what happened. You said, can you do this? And I said, I would love to do it. I don't really leave this little corner. So getting to meet all these businesses now on this street has just been an amazing experience for me. There's wonderful people, wonderful businesses. I ate at the Colonial Restaurant this morning. I've never eaten there before, but they joined our group. Now I went there. I used Mr. Fresh. He wrapped up all of my summer bedding and wrapped it up for me, and the regional pest and the dog grooming, and just wonderful people that I would never have had an opportunity to meet before. And we started out with maybe 12 at our very first meeting 10 months ago. We're just shy of 40 members.
That is just incredible.
Yeah, you heard my phone ringing.
Yes.
It's just ringing off the hook because this first event that we'll be doing, which is December 3rd. Right. And we're doing a treasure hunt. I wanted to show the businesses that I could somehow take the people and bring their hands directly into their front door. And so that's what we're doing, and all the businesses are contributing little gifts, and we have these bags printed up with all of our business names on it, and they'll go around to the businesses. All of them are sponsoring gifts. By the time the day is over, the kids are going to have a big basket of gifts.
Oh, wow.
And then we have at least another dozen businesses that are sponsoring grand prizes. Big prizes, baskets, toys, bicycles, everything. So we have Santa coming, and I just hope for good weather.
Yes. So it's what is really exciting, though, is that Fords is now having an exciting downtown. It's got good businesses here, but they're not getting enough recognition. But when you get together as a group, it makes you all so much stronger.
A lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
These business owners are very enthusiastic about joining together and having something happen here in Fords.
Right. As are the people who live here.
Absolutely. It's a unique community because down the main street is just all houses.
Right.
So we're hoping that for this event, people will literally take their kids by the hands, walk down the street, and join in the fun.
Right. So why don't we take a walk down the street and meet some of the businesses?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. We are here on New Brunswick Avenue with Joe from the Regional Environmental Pest Solutions. And it's important that we're here for a buy local program because there isn't a house anywhere that doesn't need your services. And you don't have to go to the big stores. You're actually probably better off in your neighborhood with a local store who could actually give you some good guidance.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about your business, and I know you do some products that are environmentally good for you.
Absolutely, Carol. I would say close to 90% of our business today is prevention and non-chemical treatment. It's been that way for, I would say, the past 15 to 20 years or so, and we have prevention for many types of pests. First and foremost, being this time of the year, we find rodents, mice in particular being the most prominent. The best way to stop mice and rodents from coming into the home or the business would be to prevent them from coming in. We like to use steel wool, and we like to use a foaming seal. Okay, pesticides and chemicals will do good work for you, but you want to prevent them from coming in the first place.
Right.
You don't want to add more and more pesticides to the home if necessary. So we like to use prevention. Okay, we also have non-toxic glue traps, which we use as monitors, not just for rodents, but also for insects. We have them in different sizes for mice and for rats. Okay, and you can call your local pest provider or come down to 570 New Brunswick Avenue, and we can certainly set up something for you to remove those traps if you get something on them. We provide good old-fashioned snap traps.
Look at that,
in mouse and rat sizes. One of my products that I'm very particularly proud of is a mechanical catch trap, okay, which will allow a mouse to enter the side. It will catch them inside without killing them. So if you do have someone who is a little squeamish about a dead insect or a dead rodent, that's a particularly helpful device. Yes. Prevention also is important with all types of insects, flies, roaches, bed bugs also. We provide all sizes of bed bug mattress covers and box spring covers, which even if you don't have bed bugs, it's always good to just be safe and lay it out. They're an inexpensive and very cost-effective way of maintaining prevention. Finally, we have liquid products that work on all manner of insects crawling and flying, and these are completely chemical-free pesticides. They are alcohol-based. They work particularly well with bed bugs, but again with roaches, with ants, with all your common insects, spiders, centipedes, all of your garden insects, your household insects. And they are particularly helpful, and they are completely 100% pesticide-free.
That is fantastic. This is really great, and I'm not kidding. I'm going to be back because every house has flies, you have things like that.
For every season, there's a pest, and you know that. And it's helpful to understand when they come around and what you can do to prevent and maintain your peace of mind.
Okay, well, everybody, come to New Brunswick Avenue and visit Joe, and he'll tell you how to get rid of all those flies and things around your house that you don't want. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol.
It was great.
Thank you.
We are still on New Brunswick Avenue with another fantastic business, and we're with Gail, the owner of Grateful Dog, and this is really an exciting business. We have in the background some very happy dogs. Gail, getting groomed and clipped, and it's just really, really exciting. You want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Well, we've been here for about 7 years now, and we all have over 30 years experience of grooming, and we use all natural products, and we're here every day, and we love what we do. We do dogs, cats,
that is great.
Small animals with nails and things like that.
So I have a great green story for Gail. As you know, one of the things that we do with all of our businesses is we have a questionnaire, and we have them check off things that they do that are green, like, what kind of light bulbs do they use, and do they recycle. And there are 3 levels. There's green, greener, and emerald green. And you were like maybe one thing away from emerald green. Now, there are very few businesses in town that are emerald green, and the only thing she really needed was a bike rack in the neighborhood. And I said, well, that's not your fault. That's the town's fault. And so we were right. How long did it take us to get a bike rack? Right out there.
Yep.
So, we will work with you to make your business even greener than it is. And you have a naturally green business.
Yes, we do. Well, it's because they're like our babies, so you want to make sure that what you're putting on them
it's healthy.
It's healthy as opposed to not. So, yeah.
So if you live in Fords or anywhere in Woodbridge and you want the real loving care for your pets that you give them at home, when they come, this is the place to come.
Thank you.
Last stop today is with Kevin at Mr. Fresh, which is one of our newer businesses on New Brunswick Avenue in Fords, and probably also one of our greenest businesses. And who would have imagined a decade ago that we could be saying that your local cleaners is one of the greenest, cleanest businesses in town? But you actually are. You've taken the chemicals out of the process and reused stuff and whatnot. So Kevin, tell us how you do this.
So majority of the items we do is by hand. We do a lot of footwear, hats, all by hand. We try to reduce the amount of water we use. Wow. So everything is done by spot cleaning and using steam. And I have a lot of equipment in the back that helps me reduce the amount of waste that we utilize when it comes to the cleaning process. Now the washing is still the same. I can't reduce that. It has to go in a washing machine.
Right.
But we try to use laundromats that have high efficient machines, so they use less water. And I'm a big proponent of not using so much detergent because you don't need that much detergent to clean. So,
right.
But yeah, we try to reduce the amount of chemicals and things that will go into our sewage areas and things like that.
That is fantastic. And what have you got here?
So here, actually, every time we wash clothes, it actually comes back. We sort it, pre-treat it, then we take it out to our laundromat to professionally clean it. It comes back, we fold it, and everything gets individually packed like this.
Wow.
So if you have male, females, your parents, you have kids, we individually separate every single item so that when you have your kids' clothes, it's all by itself.
So this could be mine.
It'd be yours.
And the other bag could be for another family member. And, oh my gosh. And it's all folded, ready to go. Just got to put it in the drawer.
Absolutely. Or if you go on vacation, simply just place it in your suitcase.
I bet you can fit a lot more in your suitcase with one of these.
Most likely, yeah.
And this is what intrigues me. What do we have here?
So we have a 4-in-1. This is from Green Garmento. It's actually a laundry hamper, a laundry bag. Also something you can use on your strap to hold maybe some gym clothes. And also for when dry cleaners like us, you can actually bring it to your dry cleaners and utilize, instead of using the plastic, you can use your bag. This way you help them reduce the amount of plastic that gets used.
That is terrific, and I am buying one of those.
Okay, good.
So that is great. And look at the job you do on these sneakers.
Yes.
These are not brand new sneakers that you sell?
No, these are not brand new sneakers.
Wow.
Actually, we have a partner named Lindell. He actually customized all the sneakers that you see here. All these at one point in time were blank canvases. This is his art. Either he does a freestyle work or something where people want a custom design specific to whatever they want. He makes it happen, and it comes out like this.
Whoa, I bet the young people love those sneakers.
Yeah. So I'm the cleaner, he's the artist who makes the artwork.
Well, in Woodbridge, we like to have art everywhere, in everything.
Yes.
So this is wonderful. This is absolutely great.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Also, one more thing. If you can grab, I also make a product that's eco-friendly and hypoallergenic. It's called Centrifuge. It's actually a fabric softener, but I also created where it's almost an air freshener too. It actually absorbs the odors versus masking it, and it's all eco-friendly. Even my son can actually, take a bite of it and not be harmed. That's why I created, just in case he ever grabs some chemical and
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so it's all eco-friendly, biodegradable, disposable. All the packaging can be reused for something else. Even all the way down to the tea bags that I use. You can actually use it for like seeding, gardening, or putting some loose leaf tea if you want again.
That is unbelievable.
So everything is reusable.
You got it nailed.
Yeah.
You're Mr. Green Woodbridge.
Yes.
It is great. Thank you so much for having us.
No problem.
Okay, so this is Mr. Fresh on New Brunswick Avenue. Come visit him and be green. And that concludes our show for today. So thank you for watching Greenable Woodbridge and being part of the excitement and part of the change and the fun. Thank you.